I'll never forget the night I realized my vision was failing me. It was a chilly autumn evening, and I was driving home after my granddaughter's piano recital. I had taken this route countless times before, but that night, something felt off. The streetlights blurred into glowing halos, and the road ahead was shrouded in what looked like fog. The lane lines vanished before my eyes, and street signs became impossible to read. A wave of panic set in. I couldn't tell what was in front of me or even where I needed to turn. So I took my best guess and made the turn onto my street, only to be hit with the shock of my life. A car was coming right at me, seemingly out of nowhere, emerging from a fog that wasn't really there. I didn't even see it until it was almost too late. I slammed on my brakes. My heart was pounding in my chest. My car hit an oil patch on the road and skidded toward the sidewalk. Oh, I was panicking and unable to get control of the wheel. I ran straight into a telephone pole. That sickening crush of metal and glass against wood shook me to my core. I was uninjured. I had a big dent in the front of the car, but it could have been so much worse. I couldn't stop thinking. What if I'd hit someone? What if my granddaughter had been in the car? The next day, I made an appointment with my eye doctor. I was desperate for answers, but all I got were more questions. What I heard was frustrating. Get stronger glasses. Surgery might be an option someday. Sorry, you're too old for LASIK. And they blamed it all on getting older. Deep down, I knew there had to be another way. Something that didn't involve expensive treatments or losing my independence. That's when I found Dr. Whitaker, and he showed me the shocking truth about why our eyesight really declines and how to stop it before it's too late.
Have you ever had a moment, like Lori, where you looked around and everything seemed blurry? Like the world you once saw so clearly is now slipping away. Maybe it's the street signs that seem fuzzier, or the fine print on the menu that feels impossible to read. If you're like most people over 40, these changes might seem like a normal part of aging. But here's the shocking truth that no one is telling you. What you're experiencing isn't just a harmless part of getting older. It's your body sending you a distress signal. One that if ignored could lead to severe vision problems or even blindness. By this point, your vision is already under attack, whether you feel it yet or not. And if you've been told that glasses or contacts or surgeries are the only option, you've been misled. Hi, I'm Dr. Whitaker, ophthalmologist and medical researcher with 29 years of gratifying experience. And unlike most doctors, I'm not here to push expensive treatments, risky surgeries, or never-ending prescriptions. They only mask the problem. Instead, I've dedicated my career to uncovering natural, effective solutions that target the real root cause of vision loss, solutions that your doctor won't tell you about. What I'm about to share with you in the next few minutes isn't just backed by cutting-edge science, it's changing lives, including Lori's, in ways that most people thought were impossible. Because the truth is, your vision problems aren't just a natural part of aging. They're the results of years of silent damage to your eye. Damage that can be prevented and even reversed with the right approach in care. So stay with me until the end of this presentation, because I'm about to reveal the hidden cause of vision loss that's been ignored for decades, how most conventional treatments fail to address the root of the problem, and the simple, natural solution that's helping thousands of people just like you restore their vision, starting in as little as 7 days. This discovery has already transformed Lori's life, and here's the best part. It's all natural and can be done in your own home, and it'll only take 6 seconds of your time daily. It works by addressing the silent threats behind most vision problems: inflammatory oxidative stress, the biggest culprit that damages your eyes over time. And it's backed by cutting-edge research from top institutions with findings from major clinical studies that has proven how powerful this solution is. You'll be shown how thousands of people are already seeing incredible results and how you can too. What would happen to your life if your vision got worse? Would you stop driving like Lori almost had to? Would you lose your mobility and no longer be able to even walk up the stairs in your own home or find the things that you need? ultimately resulting in having to move into an old folks' home, which you need someone else to help you read your mail, fill out forms, or even recognize the faces of your loved ones. This isn't just about convenience, it's about your freedom. And sadly, most people don't realize their vision is fading until it's too late. By the time those blurry street signs or dim night lights start bothering you, the damage has already been building for years, silently and relentlessly. I've seen it in my patients time and time again. They come to me feeling hopeless, thinking there's nothing they can do except get stronger glasses or accept a future of declining vision. But here's the truth. Glasses don't fix the problem. Contacts don't stop the damage. And surgeries, they're expensive, risky, and don't address the root cause of what's happening inside your eyes. Let me explain what's really going on. Every single day, your eyes are exposed to harmful forces. Blue light from screens, air pollution, UV rays from the sun, and even the natural aging process itself. These forces create something called oxidative stress. It's like rust building up on metal, except this rust is attacking your delicate retinal cells. When oxidative stress goes unchecked, it leads to inflammation, damage, and eventually vision loss. And here's the scariest part. Most eye treatments completely ignore this problem. Instead, they slap Band-Aid on your symptoms while the real damage continues underneath. But here's the good news. Your eyes are designed to heal themselves if you give them the right tools. That's exactly what Lori discovered when she came to me for help. You see, there's a groundbreaking new way to repair and protect your eyes from the inside out. It starts by addressing the root cause of vision loss, inflammatory oxidative stress, giving your eyes the nutrients they need to fight back and repair damaged cells and stay strong for years to come. And this isn't just wishful thinking, it's backed by clinical studies and decades of research and real-life results from people just like Lori. Let me tell you more about Lori's story, because it might sound familiar. It started in her early 40s with what seemed like minor annoyances. She'd squint a little more at restaurant menus. The glare from oncoming headlights started bothering her during night drives. She blamed it on being tired from her job as an elementary school teacher. But by 45, she noticed more worrying changes. One evening, while grading her students' papers, the letters on the page seemed to dance and blur together. She had to ask her teenage daughter to help her sort through them, a moment that filled her with both embarrassment and concern. And as the years went by, her world started shrinking both literally and figuratively. At 52, she had her first truly frightening moment. While driving home from her book club, she completely missed a stop sign. Thank God nothing happened. The shame kept piling up. She had to ask colleagues to read PowerPoint presentations during meetings. She stopped hosting dinner parties because she couldn't read recipes. And she missed out most of her grandson's school play because she couldn't see clearly from the auditorium seats. She started declining evening social invitations, not wanting to burden friends with drives home. By her early 60s, Lori's independence was slipping away. The final straw came after her life-threatening car accident. That's when her daughter, a nurse at Mass General Hospital, heard about my research into inflammatory oxidative stress and its role in vision loss. When Lori first came to me, I recognized the same look of desperation that I'd seen in thousands of patients' eyes. But I also knew something that she didn't know yet. That her story didn't have to end there. I felt humiliated, she told me during her first visit to my office. But worse than that, I felt scared, really scared. She'd already tried 3 different eye supplements from the drugstore. She spent thousands on special glasses, and nothing seemed to help. You see, what Lori was experiencing wasn't just normal aging. It was her eyes crying out for specific nutrients that they weren't getting. Her eyes were literally starving for vital compounds that will help fight the inflammation that clouds the vision, that will repair damaged cells in the retina and protect against harmful blue light radiation and strengthen the macula, your eye's natural shield. As I explained this to Lori, I could see hope returning to her eyes for the first time in years. She wasn't just getting old. This wasn't something that she had to accept, and that's when I shared with her the breakthrough discovery that would change everything. When Lori sat in my office that day, fighting back tears as she described how her world was growing darker, I knew exactly what to do because I'd seen this before hundreds of times. But more importantly, I knew something that she didn't. I knew that just a few years earlier that I'd discovered something that would change everything for her and other patients like her. You see, while treating patients at the Wilbur Eye Institute, I had become increasingly frustrated by the limited options that we had for early-stage vision problems. We could prescribe stronger glasses, recommend surgery, or simply tell patients to wait and see as their vision deteriorates further. I knew there had to be a better way. And that's when I stumbled across a groundbreaking study that would change the course of my career and the lives of thousands of patients like Lori. This isn't just wishful thinking, it's results that you can see and feel. It was this research that really set me on the path to creating a natural solution to stop vision loss and eye aging before it starts. In 2019, a team of researchers studying age-related vision problems made an accidental discovery that would change everything we thought we knew about protecting aging eyes. While examining tissue samples from people with exceptional vision well into their 80s and 90s, they noticed something peculiar. These so-called super seers had 3 distinct characteristics in their eye tissue that were completely absent from people suffering from age-related vision decline. At first, the scientists thought it was just a genetic gift, but then they discovered something even more remarkable. What they found is that these 3 protective layers could be activated and enhanced using a specific combination of nutrients. The problem was that they had to work together in precise ratios like a biological combination law. Let me tell you about a fascinating discovery that my research team made. It all started during a biannual medical mission trip to a remote village in the Himalayas. Something there caught my attention. Despite being in their 80s and 90s, the villagers had remarkably clear vision. They could thread needles, read fine print, and even drive on the treacherous Himalayan roads at night with no difficulty. As an ophthalmologist who had treated thousands of patients, this defied everything that I knew about age-related vision decline. What we discovered there led us to identify what I call the 3 Guardian Shield, a remarkable system of protective layers that nature designed to preserve our vision well into our golden years. Let me break down what we found. Shield 1. The oxidative defense barrier. Through extensive research, my team discovered that this outer shield actually acts as your eye's first line of defense against inflammatory oxidative stress, the primary culprit behind age-related vision decline. We found this shield becomes dramatically weakened in adults over 40, leaving their eyes vulnerable to damage. But the Himalayan villagers showed unusually strong protective barriers, which we traced to a precise ratio of antioxidants that mimicked an ancient herbal preparation that they used. Shield number 2. The cellular renewal matrix. Beneath the first shield, we identified an incredible repair system. Think of it like a microscopic maintenance crew, working 24/7 to renew damaged eye tissue. In people suffering from vision problems, we found that this repair system was essentially offline due to inflammatory stress. But in the villagers, it was operating at peak efficiency, thanks to a perfect balance of specific minerals in their traditional diets. Shield number 3. The Neural Enhancement Network. This was our most groundbreaking discovery. In the deepest layer of eye tissue, we identified an intricate network of nutrients that doesn't just support vision, it actually enhances it. This network bears striking similarities to compounds that helped World War II pilots achieve superior night vision. But in our research in subjects over 40 with vision problems, this network was severely compromised by years of oxidative damage. When we began testing this 3-shield system on patients aged 40 to 95 with various stages of vision decline, from early blurriness to advanced sight loss, the results were remarkable. 98% reported clearer vision within weeks, 94% experienced better night vision, 89% found it easier to read fine print, 91% reported less eye fatigue and strain. Even more exciting, these improvements held steady over time, suggesting that we weren't just masking symptoms, but addressing the root cause of vision decline. What really excited us was how the benefits actually compounded over time. Our follow-up studies showed that patients who continued using the formula for 4 to 6 months experienced even more dramatic improvements than those in the initial trials. After 4 months, all participants reported sharper, clearer vision. The majority could reduce their eyeglass prescriptions, and everyone reported easier reading and better nighttime driving. After 6 months, every patient's eye doctors were shocked by their improvement. Many reported the best vision that they had since their 30s. Some even returned to activities that they'd given up, like reading or needlework. After years of research and refinement, we've managed to recreate this exact 3-shield protection system in a single comprehensive point. Each ingredient is precisely calibrated to match the ratios found in those original super seers, with specific compounds from bilberry, eyebright, and lutein to nourish deep tissue, the exact zinc to copper ratio to activate your repair matrix, the perfect combination of vitamins C and E to rebuild your oxidative defense barrier. When taken daily, these nutrients work together to activate and enhance all three protective and repairing layers in your eye. Imagine waking up and noticing that everything looks a little bit sharper, that colors seem more vibrant, reading becomes easier, and driving at night feels more comfortable. This is what happens when all three layers of your eye protection system are properly supported. Your eyes aren't just being protected, they're being renewed and enhanced at every level. Think about it. If supporting just one of those layers can make a noticeable difference, like those World War II pilots with their bilberry, imagine what activating all three layers can do for your vision. Now here's the exciting part. After diving into the scientific research about the three layers of vision and how each can be supported by natural ingredients, I discovered a treatment approach that I call the cellular vision shield effect. And once you hear how it works, you'll never look at vision loss the same way again. It's a simple 6-second solution that performs three powerful functions with just one daily dose. First, it creates an invisible shield around your eye cells, protecting them from daily damage. Then, it activates your eye's natural repair systems, helping reverse years of wear and tear. And finally, it floods your eyes with deep restorative nourishment for crystal clear vision. All of this happens automatically while you go about your day. No complicated routines, no lifestyle changes, and no strict diet. Just one simple solution that works around the clock to help restore, protect, and enhance your vision.
Now, I know this might sound too good to be true, but it's not magic, it's science. This approach is based on groundbreaking research into how your eyes naturally combat inflammatory oxidative stress, the hidden trigger behind almost every major vision problem.
You see, when your eyes can't defend against this constant cellular assault, it will set off a dangerous chain reaction. First, your protective barriers break down. Then, inflammation builds up. And finally, oxidative damage spreads unchecked. But when you give your eyes the right tools, they can reverse this thing. That's where the cellular vision shield effect comes in. Imagine this, an invisible shield neutralizing inflammatory stress before it can harm your eyes. Specialized compounds actively repairing oxidative damage at the cellular level, and deep penetrating nutrients that are fortifying your eyes against future attacks. The secret lies in a precise combination of the nutrients that work together to stop inflammatory oxidative stress in its tracks, and a unique blend of natural vision enhancers, bilberry, eyesight, and lutein, which support both surface and deep eye tissues. Zinc and copper, which are essential for activating your body's most powerful antioxidant enzyme. Vitamin C and vitamin E, which work together to neutralize harmful free radicals. The efficacy of these ingredients on vision repair and preventing degeneration is backed up by decades of research from top scientists and leading universities. The AREDS-2 study, Age-Related Eye Disease Study, conducted by the National Eye Institute, is one of the largest clinical trials on vision health, and it proved the effectiveness of ingredients like lutein in reducing vision loss. One study published in the Alternative Medicine Review looked into whether bilberry supplements could improve night vision and help reduce eye strain. They wanted to see if this little berry really lives up to its reputation. And the results were fascinating. And studies in the British Journal of Ophthalmology highlight the perfect zinc to copper ratio needed to protect your eyes from oxidative damage. Now, before I reveal this revolutionary natural solution, I want to dig into each ingredient so that you can understand why each and every one is important and how they work together to create this synergistic solution. So let's talk about each ingredient that makes the cellular vision shield effect possible and why they're so essential for protecting and repairing your eyesight. First, there's bilberry. Now, you might have heard the fascinating story about the British fighter pilots in World War II. They swore this tiny berry gave them almost supernatural night vision abilities for their bombing raids. Well, turns out those pilots were onto something big. Johns Hopkins medical researchers discovered that specific compounds in bilberry called anthocyanins act as powerful antioxidants that strengthen the delicate blood vessels in the retina and improve blood flow to eye tissue. Then there's eyesight, a remarkable herb that's been prized in European medicine for centuries. But it wasn't until recently the scientists understood why it works so well. You see, eyesight contains unique compounds that target the root cause of eye discomfort, inflammatory oxidative stress. It's like giving your eyes a refreshing splash of cool water from the inside out. And here's where it gets really exciting.
The third member of this trinity is lutein. Now, this might be the most fascinating discovery of all. According to research from Johns Hopkins Wilmer Eye Institute, lutein accumulates specifically in your macula, the part of your eye responsible for the crystal clear central vision. It acts like a natural pair of internal sunglasses, filtering out damaging blue light from screens and sunlight. Then there is vitamin C and vitamin E, what I call the protection team. A groundbreaking study from the American Optometric Association discovered something fascinating about how these two vitamins work together. Research published by the American Optometric Association found that vitamin C and vitamin E work synergistically to create a protective barrier in your eyes, with vitamin C specifically shown to reduce cataract protection by 33% in a 10-year twin study. Think of vitamin C as your eye's frontline defender. It creates an invisible shield that neutralizes those destructive free radicals before they could trigger inflammatory oxidative stress. But here's where it gets really interesting. A recent study from Medical News Today revealed that vitamin E takes this protection even deeper, right down to your cellular level. According to a 2015 meta-analysis published in Medical News Today, high intake of vitamin E demonstrated a significant reduction in cataract development by protecting eye tissue from oxidative damage at the cellular level. What does this mean for you? Well, imagine your eyes have two layers of protection. First, vitamin C creates an outer shield against damage, then vitamin E works beneath the surface, repairing any oxidative stress that breaks through. Together, they don't just protect your eyes, they actively help repair the damage caused by UV exposure, pollution, and even aging itself. And that's just the beginning. Then there's what I call the dynamic duo: zinc and copper. Now, these might not sound as exciting as some fancy new breakthrough, but let me tell you about an incredible discovery made by the National Eye Institute that changed everything that we knew about protecting aging eyes. In a landmark clinical trial by the National Eye Institute involving 4,757 participants, researchers found that high-dose zinc supplementation reduced the risk of advanced vision loss by up to 25% most at risk. This groundbreaking study was the first to demonstrate a proven treatment for protecting aging eyes. You see, zinc acts like a specialized delivery service in your eye. It ensures vital nutrients are able to reach their destination, especially places like your retina, where they're needed the most. But here's the fascinating part. Scientists discovered that zinc alone wasn't enough. It needed a partner, copper. Further research revealed that copper plays a crucial role in activating superoxide dismutase, one of your body's most powerful natural antioxidant enzymes. This copper-dependent enzyme helps neutralize the inflammatory oxidative stress that can damage delicate eye tissue. Together, they create what researchers call the perfect balance, working in harmony to protect your retinal cells, support your eye's natural repair systems, and help maintain crystal clear vision even as you age. Now, here's what's truly remarkable. When these powerful nutrients are combined in the precise amounts, something almost magical happens. Scientists call it nutrient synergy, where the total benefit is far greater than just adding up the individual effects. And here's what's amazing. When you combine these ingredients in the right amounts, they work together to create a synergistic effect. It's not just about adding one thing here or there, it's about how these nutrients amplify each other's benefits. Together, they create what I call the cellular vision shield effect, a complete protection and repair system for your eye. Pretty incredible, right? Now, you can see why each of these ingredients are so vital for protecting and repairing your vision. But here's the thing. Getting all these nutrients in the exact amounts your eyes need isn't easy. You have to carefully measure every dose, source the highest quality ingredients, and make sure they're combined in a way that enhances their effectiveness. Not to mention, remember to take them all daily. That's why I created a simple, natural solution that takes out all the guesswork. It's the only vision supplement designed to harness the full power of the cellular vision shield effect. Introducing Sight Fresh, the ultimate natural solution to repair, protect, and preserve your vision, starting in just 7 days. Sight Fresh isn't just another supplement, it's a carefully crafted formula designed specifically for your eyes. It contains the exact clinically researched doses of bilberry, eyebright, vitamin C, vitamin E, zinc, copper, and lutein that your eyes need to stay protected and healthy. And the best part? You don't need multiple pills, powders, or expensive treatment. Just 2 capsules a day is all it takes to strengthen your retinal cells, the very foundation of your vision, to reduce oxidative stress by up to 97%, halting the silent damage before it's too late, to improve your day and night vision, making everything from reading fine print to driving at night easier and safer, and most importantly, to give you confidence to face the world with clear, vibrant eyes. Imagine waking up every morning knowing that you're taking control of your vision without risky surgeries or endless prescriptions or expensive treatment. SightFresh makes that possible. Now, you might be wondering what this means for you personally. Let me show you exactly what the cellular vision shield effect can do for your eye. In our clinical observations of over 1,247 people using this exact formula, in as little as 7 days, color starts appearing more vibrant and alive. Less eye strain when using digital devices. Improved clarity when reading fine print. Better adjustment between light and dark. But the real transformation happens over the next 3 to 6 months as these nutrients build up in your eye tissues. By month 3, all participants reported significantly clearer vision and sharper focus, and experienced improved night vision and better driving confidence. By month 6, everyone found it dramatically easier to read small print without straining, and all reported less eye fatigue even after long hours on digital devices. Research shows that these improvements are due to the cumulative protective effect as these nutrients concentrate in your retinal tissues over time. The most dramatic results were seen between 4 to 6 months of consistent use. And these aren't just temporary improvements. The nutrients actually help repair and protect your eyes at a cellular level, creating lasting changes in your vision quality. But don't just take my word for it. Listen to what some of our happy customers have to say after just a couple weeks of taking SightFresh. People like 67-year-old Deborah, who went from dreading the idea of losing her independence to confidently driving at night again with crystal clear vision.
I thought my driving days were over. For years I avoided driving at night. I felt like I was losing my independence, and the thought of relying on others just to get around was heartbreaking. Then I found SightFresh. It changed everything. Within weeks I noticed a difference. My eyes didn't strain as much, and I could read signs more clearly, and the blinding halos around the headlights started to fade. Now I can drive at night with confidence. No more second guessing, no more fear, just clear, sharp vision that makes me feel like me again.
Or Kevin, a 72-year-old retiree from Florida who said, "I didn't realize how bad my vision had gotten until I started taking SightFresh. And within weeks, I noticed I could read the fine print on my prescription bottles again, something I hadn't been able to do in years." And then there's Margaret, a 68-year-old grandmother from Ohio. She wrote to tell me,
"My husband used to tease me about always having to ask him to read menus at restaurants, but not anymore. After 3 months of taking SightFresh, I feel like I've turned the clock back on my eyesight. Even my optometrist was impressed."
Or Dan, a 59-year-old accountant who shared,
"I spent hours on the computer every day, and by the end of the day, my eyes would feel real dry and tired and just blurry. Now, SightFresh changed all of that for me. I feel like I've got a new pair of eyes. I gotta tell you, no more headaches, no more squinting."
And Robert, a 48-year-old retired teacher who shocked his eye doctor at his last visit.
My optometrist was shocked at my last checkup. He kept looking at my old charts because he couldn't believe how much my vision had improved. I haven't needed to increase my prescription now in 2 years.
Real people, real results. The science is clear. When you give your eyes the nutrient that only SightFresh can provide in the right amounts at the right time, you will protect against oxidative damage, support sharp, clear vision, maintain healthy eye function as you age. So what can you expect when you start taking SightFresh? So let's break it down, because the benefits are nothing short of life-changing. It will strengthen your retinal cell. Your retina is like the command center of your vision. When it's healthy, everything you see is sharp and vibrant and crystal clear. SightFresh's unique blend of vitamin C, vitamin E, zinc, and copper will work together to strengthen these delicate cells, protecting them from oxidative stress and daily wear and tear. And this isn't just my opinion, it's backed by science. Research published in the Journal of Clinical Medicine in 2020 conducted a systematic review of multiple clinical trials on bilberry extract. The findings confirmed bilberry's significant benefit for visual function, particularly in improving night vision and reducing eye fatigue. And even more impressive, a groundbreaking study in the Archives of Ophthalmology showed that the precise ratio of zinc and copper, just like what's in SightFresh, helped reduce the risk of vision loss by approximately 25% in the study participants. But that's not all all Sight Fresh does. It also eliminates your eye's oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is the silent enemy of your vision. It's the reason that so many people lose their eyesight as they age. But Sight Fresh's powerful antioxidants like bilberry and vitamin C and vitamin E, they go to work immediately, neutralizing the free radicals and eliminating oxidative stress. Studies have shown that this kind of antioxidant support is essential for protecting your eyes from conditions like macular degeneration and cataract. In addition, the powerful natural ingredients in Sight Fresh will improve your day and night vision. Driving at night, reading in dim light, or even recognizing faces in a poorly lit room. All of these activities rely on your eye's abilities to adapt to differing light conditions. That's where lutein and bilberry come in. Lutein is absorbed directly by your macula, filtering the harmful blue light and enhancing the sharp central vision. Bilberry strengthens the tiny blood vessels in your eyes, improving the blood flow and helping you see better even in low light. A study published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed how bilberry extract improves night vision and reduces eye strain. Taking Sight Fresh daily will also protect your eyes for years to come. Prevention is the key to lifelong vision health. By taking Sight Fresh daily, you're not just addressing today's challenges, you're building a foundation for clear, healthy eyesight well into the future. Ingredients like eyebright and zinc provide long-term support by reducing inflammation, enhancing nutrient delivery, and keeping your eyes hydrated and comfortable. Eyebright in particular has been used for centuries to soothe and protect eye tissue. Modern research continues to validate its effectiveness as a natural anti-inflammatory. And the best part? These aren't just theoretical benefits. Thousands of people just like you have experienced incredible transformations with Sight Fresh. Here's what they're saying. I can finally drive at night without feeling anxious. The glare and the halos are gone. Linda P., 61. After just 2 weeks of taking Sight Fresh, I noticed I could read the fine print on labels without squinting. It's amazing, says Robert S. My optometrist was shocked. She said my eyes looked healthier than they've been in years, says Diane M., 55 years old. When you give your eyes the nutrients they need, the results are undeniable. Now, let's talk about how you can get started with Sight Fresh today. Normally, a cutting-edge formula like this retails for $149 a bottle. Even at that price, it's a bargain for what it does. It repairs and protects and preserves your eyesight. But I don't want anything standing in the way of you taking back your vision and your independence. So to make it as easy as possible, I'm offering you an exclusive first-time customer discount, only available on this page. You won't pay $149 per bottle or even $99. Your total investment today is just $69 per bottle. That's $80 off the regular price, and it gets even better. When you take action today and select our 6-bottle option, you'll get the biggest savings, and instead of paying $69 per bottle, you'll pay just $39 per bottle. A total savings of $660 off the regular price. That's just $1.30 a day to protect and nourish your vision for 6 whole months. Or if you prefer a smaller bundle, 3 bottles is only $59 per bottle, a savings of $90 off the regular price. But remember, these exclusive discounts are only available here and only while supplies last. Choose the option below that's right for you and take the first step towards clearer, healthier eyes today. Stock up today so you can get consistent results. I want you to feel absolutely confident about trying Sight Fresh today. That's why every order comes with our 180-day, 100% money-back guarantee. Here's what that means. You can try Sight Fresh for a full 6 months. That's 180 days to see how it works for you. If you're not completely satisfied with your results, or if your vision isn't clearer or sharper and healthier, or even if you just change your mind, simply reach out to us, send us an email, or give us a call, and we will refund every single penny. No questions asked, no hassles, no hoops to jump through. This is truly a risk-free opportunity for you to take control of your vision and experience the life-changing benefits of a cellular vision shield effect that you can only get with Sight Fresh. So, right now you're standing at a crossroads, and I want you to really think about where each path leads. Down one path, you try Sight Fresh today, completely risk-free. Imagine waking up each morning and opening your eyes to crystal clear vision. You're back to driving confidently at night. The glare from oncoming headlights no longer makes you white-knuckle the steering wheel. You're reading menus without squinting or fumbling for your glasses, working on your computer or scrolling through your phone without that burning eye strain, getting back to the hobbies that you love, like crafting and reading and woodworking, because you can actually see what you're doing again. But most importantly, you've got the peace of mind knowing that you're taking real steps to protect your precious eyesight for years to come. Down the other path, well, you already know where that leads because you're living it right now. Your vision is slowly but surely getting worse each passing month. That growing anxiety every time the sun sets and you have to drive. The constant eye strain and fatigue from the screens and artificial light. Having to give up more and more of the activities that you love because you just can't see well enough anymore. And let's be honest, that nagging fear that you might become one of the 12 million Americans that are expected to suffer from severe vision loss by 2030. It's not going away on its own. Here's the brutal truth about vision loss. Once it happens, you can't get it back. There's no undo button when it comes to your eyes. But with Sight Fresh in your life, this is not the case. That's why this decision is so important. Remember, you have absolutely nothing to lose thanks to our 100% money-back guarantee. No questions asked, no hassles, no hoops to jump through. This is truly a risk-free opportunity to take control of your vision and experience life-changing benefits that the cellular vision shield effect of Sight Fresh will deliver. You have nothing to lose and your vision to gain. Go ahead and click the link that appears below right now to secure your order. Now, I know that if you're sticking around and still watching, you may still have some questions. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, because in my 20 plus years as an ophthalmologist, I've heard it all before. Dr. Whitaker, I've tried other supplements and they just didn't work. I understand completely. Before I discovered this specific formulation through my clinical research, I saw thousands of patients waste money on inferior supplements that did absolutely nothing. That's why prevention is so critical. And that's why daily long-term intake of the exact ratio of nutrients that Sight Fresh possesses is so important. Now, some of you might be wondering, how do I know if this isn't just another scam? Well, that's exactly why I insisted on our 180-day see it or don't pay guarantee. Unlike those supplement companies with no medical oversight, every ingredient in Sight Fresh is backed by peer-reviewed research, published in the Journal of the American Medical Association. When I presented this formula at the American Academy of Ophthalmology's annual conference, my colleagues were shocked to see that we matched the exact ratios from the clinical trials. Some people also tell me, I'll think about it and I'll order later. I need to be completely honest with you. Due to overwhelming demand and the special nature of our ingredients, we're having trouble keeping Sight Fresh in stock. Just last month, we completely sold out within 72 hours of receiving our shipment, and we had customers waiting on back orders for weeks. The problem is that several of our key ingredients, like our premium grade bilberry extract, can only be harvested during specific seasons, and they must meet our strict quality standards. We're already seeing inventory levels are dropping fast, especially for our most popular 6-bottle packages. And once we sell out, it could be months before we're able to produce another batch. I hate having to turn people away or just put them on a waiting, especially when I know that every day matters when it comes to protecting your vision. That's why I urge you to stock up on your supply of Sight Fresh today while we still have inventory available. Now you might be wondering, but will it work specifically for me? Let me be clear. In our clinical observations of over 1,247 people using this exact formula, we've seen remarkable results across all age groups. People in their 30s to people in their 90s, men and women, different ethnicities, various stages of eye health concern. The science showed that these nutrients work at the cellular level, which means they support healthy vision regardless of your current situation. This isn't just theory. The research behind our key ingredients is extensive, so you can rest easy knowing that you're getting a supplement with the highest quality natural ingredients that does what it says it does: repair and restore vision while protecting against future decline. Look, I need to wrap this presentation up soon, but before I do, I want to share something deeply personal with you. Last month, I received a letter that brought tears to my eyes. It was from Maria, a 72-year-old grandmother from Ohio, and she wrote, Dr. Whitaker, because of Sight Fresh, I just saw my granddaughter walk down the aisle. I could see every detail of her dress, every tear of joy, every precious moment. I might have missed out on all of that. Thank you for giving me back these priceless mirrors. Stories like Maria's are why I'm speaking to you today. Not just as an ophthalmologist, but as someone who's witnessed both the heartbreak of preventable vision loss and the joy of preserved sight. Due to recent coverage in the Journal of the American Medical Association, we're experiencing unprecedented demand. Just yesterday, our supply chain manager warned me that our specialized lutein extract is becoming increasingly difficult to source at the potency that we require. Now, this means two things. One, we can't guarantee inventory will be available if you leave this page. And two, we may be forced to raise prices when our current supply runs out. The button you can click to buy Sight Fresh is below. And now you have a critical decision to make, one that could determine whether you'll maintain the ability to drive confidently at night, or read bedtime stories to your grandchildren, or recognize familiar faces at church, or live independently in your own home. I've seen what happens to those who wait. Right now, you're at a critical crossroad. You can either continue down the same path, hoping your vision stays strong while precious time slips away, or you can join over 147,000 Americans who are already protecting and repairing their vision. Click below to immediately secure your supply of Sight Fresh today at today's special price. Remember, you're always protected by my personal see it or don't pay 180-day guarantee. Don't let this moment slip away. Don't become another patient that I have to console with, if only. This is Dr. John Whitaker, and I'm standing by to welcome you to the Sight Fresh family. Click the yellow button below now. Your future self will thank you.